again and welcome back to another video. Today I am coming to you on a new camera thanks to my husband for purchasing a brand new camera for me for Mother's Day. I usually film on my phone, so I know that the quality of the video is going to be so much better, but I'm still learning kind of how to work it, so bear with me. Last video, I talked to you guys about me losing 50 pounds in 4 months. In this video, I want to share 5 rules that I think can help anybody lose weight. This list is comprised of things that I have learned in my many trials and errors of weight loss journeys throughout the years. And that's really the only qualification that I have to make this video is my own experience. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first rule is the most important. It's kind of an umbrella term or rule to encompass all of the other rules, and that is stay consistent with whatever plan you are doing for weight loss. I just mean that whatever you are implementing in your life to be healthier or lose weight, just do that 100%. In the past, I have found 2 things that really prevent me from following this first rule, and I'll share them with you. An unsustainable diet. This can mean anything from being too low on calories. That's just not sustainable. You need energy if you're gonna be taking care of children or working or really doing anything in life. You can't be at a 500 calorie deficit for the rest of your life. That's just not doable. And also like fad diets, anything that requires you to cut certain food groups out of your diet, I just could never live without carbs, you know? Another thing that is not helpful is relying on motivation to do something that's in my plan. This usually refers to exercise because a lot of the times I don't feel motivated to go to the gym, and it's just something that you have to fit into your routine and be something that you just do, whether you're motivated to do it or not. That's probably the hardest thing that I've done this time around, is that I just take myself to the gym and I do the workout. Even if it's not the best workout, at least I went to the gym and I moved weights around. So that's my biggest tip for that. So next is track your calories and eventually be in a caloric deficit. Anybody that tells you that you don't have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight is lying to you. So what I suggest is tracking your calories when you're starting out and not losing any weight but not gaining any either. Track your calories for a month and see kind of what your average is daily. That's going to give you your baseline, and that's really important for a caloric deficit because a lot of the mistake when counting calories or trying to be in a caloric deficit is people go way too low. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna really frustrate you because you're gonna be hungry all of the time and then you're just gonna give up. So don't do that. I would do research about what it takes to energize your body, and subtract only a few 100 calories from your baseline. It doesn't have to be a massive deficit in order to lose weight. I'm not a professional, so I can't really give you advice on what deficit to be in. I'm also 5'7.5", I'm almost 5'8", so my calorie baseline is going to be way different than someone that's 5'2". I can say that tracking your calories for a month to get your average daily intake when you're not gaining or losing any weight, that's going to give you your baseline, and that's really important to know where you're starting off so that you don't take off too much to start with. So do your research. There's a lot of websites out there. I use websites. I didn't work with a professional or anything, but I know my own stats. So I did my research about my body. I did the month of tracking and I feel great. I'm still eating a lot of calories. Also, I have a scale and it's dirty, but I'll show you. It's right here. I keep it in my kitchen and I weigh my food. I know that's triggering for some people, but I it's the simplest way for me to do that, to know exactly what I'm eating. So that's the best tip that I can give. All right, so the third one, you're going to hate me, but it is set a macros goal. And you might be thinking, ain't nobody got time for that? And I agree with you. So I did do research on how much protein, fat, and carbohydrates I should be eating, but that's too complicated for me. Like, I don't have the time to do that. I do my best to prioritize protein, then fat, then carbs. I try to keep my sugar intake as low as possible. Some days it's higher than others. That's fine. So within my carbohydrates, I prioritize fiber. I can have as much as I want. And then the complex carbs and sugar. I mean, I don't need to have it, but it's in there. I have it every day. But I try to keep it at a minimum. All that to say that the bulk of my carb intake is complex carbs. Okay, so rule 4 is a good one. There are no foods that are off limits to me. I can eat really anything that I want, but I always have to keep in mind that I am trying to properly nourish my body, and so to make good choices. And this is a rule that's really great, I think, for like your mentals, because if you tell yourself, I can't eat candy or chocolate or whatever it might be, you're gonna crave that like you've never craved it before. So to me, like, those things aren't off limits. Sometimes I have candy. I have chocolate like every other day, but I keep it to a minimum. And for my everyday and every meal, I do try to prioritize protein and veggies. Like, if you want a cookie, just eat a cookie, but not the whole box. And I know that's easier said than done if you have like issues. Like, I've had issues with food in the past where I have no self-control. I'll just eat the whole cookie box. But the more you exercise your will to say no to a craving, the better you get at it. And I feel like this rule has really helped me kind of keep those things in check, because it's like, I don't have to satisfy every craving. It's not like a necessity to sacrifice all the work that I've done for this box of cookies. I have a really good tip for when you're starting out. This happened to me a lot at the start. Was I had reached my calorie limit and it was nighttime, and I just like wanted to eat something. Okay guys, my camera turned off on me, so sorry if the background changed and the lighting is a little bit harsher because I'm using the overhead light. A good small tip that I have, if you've reached your caloric limit and you're hungry, you just want something, have a snack, but make sure that it's small and focused on protein. A great way to do that is having beef jerky or any protein snack like yogurt or anything like that, that's protein heavy, because then at least you're getting protein in and not undoing the entire day's work and just having a bunch of carbs at the end of the night. Okay, so final rule that I have for myself is drink an obnoxious amount of water and move your body. A lot of us are dehydrated, and a good way to know if you are drinking enough water is urine color. That should be light yellow to clear, and if it's not, you need to be drinking more water. For exercise, I'm not talking anything crazy. It's just move whenever you can. If you have kids, you're gonna move throughout the day because it's a lot going after a toddler. But yeah, just move whenever you can. My personal favorite is going out on a daily walk, like a post-dinner walk around the neighborhood. It's nice family time. You get out, you breathe fresh air, and everybody gets their steps in. It's just a nice thing to do. And that's it. That concludes the list. Those are the 5 rules that I live by that have helped me lose weight and hopefully will continue to help me lose weight. I hope that you found something helpful, that you are able to incorporate these rules into your own life. I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.